We'll say, ladies, sorry to interrupt. Are you part of this OzCan forum that's going on?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to go
Oh, okay. Will the budget balance itself? David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto. And folks, I'm standing outside of the Royal Ontario Museum. This is a site of a highfalutin political dinner tonight. We have Prime Minister Justin Trudeau here. We have Premier Doug Ford. We have Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow. It's all in advance to the OzCan Forum. That stands for the Australia-Canada Economic Leadership Forum. I wonder what Prime Minister Blackface is going to address the Aussies on when it comes to economic leadership. His most profound statement in 8 years was, what was it again? Oh yeah, the budget will balance itself.
As you say, put more people to work.
The commitment needs to be a commitment to grow the economy, and the budget will balance itself.
In any event, whenever Trudeau appears, there is a hardcore group of demonstrators that follow him. I see our friend Derek is here today, and let's walk over and see what they have to say. The VIPs are already in the dining room, and what do you want to bet they're not chowing down on crickets and mealworms, contrary to what Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab want all us schleppers to eat. And by the way, it was funny, in a sense, earlier today we were at the corner of Peter and Richmond Street. There must be about a couple of hundred of migrant claimants there, and they literally have no place to go. This is a result, I think, of the federal government turning a blind eye to illegal immigration. This is also in part due to Blackface himself saying some 6 years ago, hashtag welcome to Canada. Remember that tweet? So they invite people into the country, and like a terrible host, they don't do anything to give them the bare necessities of life. They want to download that, I don't know, on the province, on the city, but the city's shelter system is at capacity. All 9,000 beds are accounted for, and that includes 3,000 that have been given up to migrant claimants. But you know what, folks? Blackface doesn't have to worry about having a roof over his head tonight. I understand he's just staying around the corner here at the Four Seasons Toronto. Folks, do you know the rooms at the Four Seasons? They start at $880, but I'm sure that's a little too down market for Blackface. I'm looking at the Bel Air suite. That goes for $5,360. Yeah, I think that is more in tune with the Prime Minister's taste. And you know, from his lofty penthouse at the Four Seasons, if he's got a south-facing view, he can probably look down a few blocks away and see all those migrant claimants literally sleeping on a sidewalk. Absolutely disgraceful. In any event, let's see what some of these demonstrators have to say. Well, I'm with Derek, a familiar face. He is, well, I guess he's haunting Justin Trudeau these days. You got to admire his diligence. Derek, I understand that there's a highfalutin dinner going on in the museum. The Prime Minister, the Premier, the Mayor of Toronto, Olivia Chow. What's going on behind these closed doors?
Well, what we believe, it is a dinner. It's for their OzCan, which is a partnership between Canada and the U.S., trying to strengthen more economic ties. And I guess the highlight of the show, too, is they're going to be unveiling another T-Rex dinosaur.
Just earlier today, we were down at the corner of Peter and Richmond Street. There, I would guesstimate maybe about 200 migrants literally sleeping on the sidewalk. There is no room at the inn. All 9,000 shelter spaces in Toronto are occupied. 3,000 of those 9,000 spaces have been given up to migrants. And here's the thing, when it comes to the blame game, surely this falls on the Liberal government, does it not? I mean, they turned a blind eye to Roxham Road and illegal migrants coming in. Justin Trudeau, some 6 years ago, tweeted out hashtag welcome to Canada, and yet he welcomes them in and expects, I don't know, the city, the province to take care of these people. What are your thoughts?
Well, he does. See, in his mind, he's done everything he can, and he's a saint because he's brought these migrants in. That's it. That he can use that platitude that he's brought these people, regardless of what you feel. Immigrants, they're probably fleeing some sort of tyranny, some sort of violence, and as long as he brings them in, he's happy. He can use that's his branding base. And then here they come to a city like Toronto, where there's basically zero occupancy of anything. There's already people starving in the streets here. There's already rampant drug addiction. The food banks can't keep up. And here they have these people dropped off on a street corner. It's a pure anti-humanist regime. It's all about profile. It's all about his platitudes. It's all about him taking pictures of himself smiling. That's how he runs this country.
Yeah, and I agree, Derek. This was all driven, I think, by virtue signaling, but there was a cost to virtue signaling. You have hundreds, thousands of migrants with no place to go. Some are being put up in hotels. Those are the lucky ones, and others aren't. The funny thing is, we know Justin Trudeau staying at the Four Seasons tonight. The rooms start at $880 a night, but that's way too down market for blackface. I'm sure he's going to be at the Bel Air suite. That goes for over $5,300 a night, which I guess is a bargain given that he was staying at a London hotel at over $6,000 a night. But I mean, the hypocrisy of this man, it couldn't be more brazen.
No, it isn't, and he continuously slaps the citizens of Canada in the face. I meant he has these followers that do worship him like a hero, and it's all about his ego. It's all about his virtual signaling, but he gets away with it because of the legacy media. The legacy media covers these shots of him smiling. He has somebody beside him, completely paints over what the real story should be. And that's how he gets by.
So that woman cycling by, she objected to the F Trudeau, and it doesn't even spell out the F word. Yes. But like you said, probably doesn't have much of a problem with drag queen story time in the schools.
Oh, absolutely. Now, she don't see that kind of problem. She see only problem what she wants to see. You see, this is the difference. Many people like this on the street, many.
Well, you know something, folks, whenever Prime Minister Blackface goes anywhere, he goes with his de rigueur entourage of about 6, 7, 8, 9 vehicles, typically black Chevy Suburbans. And it's always a guessing game when it comes to figuring out which Suburban is encompassing our Prime Minister. But I think I've narrowed it down. You see, I took a peek inside the Suburban behind me, and lo and behold, it has those drink box water bottle sort of things in it. Yeah, remember that? Justin Trudeau's preferred method of getting water, a drink box water bottle sort of thing.
Sorry, away from plastic towards paper, like drink box water bottles sort of things.
Well, say, ladies, sorry to interrupt. Are you part of this OzCan forum that's going on?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to go.
Oh, okay. Will the budget balance itself? Folks, I know you love it when Rebel News brings you the other side of the story, but the fact is we need your help. We don't receive a dime worth of government funding, nor would we accept it if offered. So please, if you can, go to rebelfieldreports.com. That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you are able to, make a donation. Every dollar counts. I thank you in advance.